It's Mazi again. Happy New Week, guys. All right. This is my outlook for today on a BTC. Right. So BTC overall, I'm still very much bearish, very much bearish. And BTC has actually got into a zone here where I was actually expecting a reaction from. Yeah, a very good reaction from on the daily. Then also you check on the 4 hours too. Is reacting off a particular zone here, though not too significant anyways, but from the look of things on M15, I was actually expecting a pullback when I saw this move. Price came down, moved up from here, came all the way and tried to react from a point, right? React price showed that he wanted to like kind of reverse, right? So I went to M1. This is the pattern I normally use as entry. This is the pattern, but it was so sad that price did not come in here to tag me, but price is moving as expected. So I would say, okay, it's one of those things. So I'll just forget about this. Those who are watching on TikTok and Instagram, right? If you're not getting the full clip, just click on the link and go to YouTube to watch the full clip. Yeah, you can get the full clip there. All right. And also, I would like to introduce you guys to the prop firm I trade with, and that is the prop firm I'm in partnership with. Hola Prime. Hola Prime is one of the best prop firms out there. I will encourage every trader to trade with because their rules are very fair. Their rules are not too complicated. And when it comes to payouts, they don't deny payouts. According to Deloitte, that is auditing every payout that comes out from Hola Prime, they said Hola Prime has not denied any payout. And also, Hola Prime has a broker. If you like to trade with their broker, just click the link on my bio. You see access to the Hola Prime prop firm and also link to their broker. Now, even the broker in Nigeria is supported. Most persons are trading with it in Nigeria. You can fund with your Naira account and also withdraw with your Naira account. And Hula Prime is in over 175 countries, including the US and Canada, and other countries where most prop firms cannot operate. Right? On Hula Prime, there's no consistency rule except you're using the instant withdrawal account, or you're selecting the instant withdrawal. If you're doing bi-weekly, bi-monthly, there's no consistency rule. There's no lot size restriction. There's no unnecessary slippage. You can also trade news, and weekend holding is allowed. So beautiful firm, yeah. So enjoy yourself with 30% discount whenever you use my code MAZFX. Any account you want to purchase, when you use MAZFX, you're going to get a 30% discount, right? And also, Hola Prime has futures for those who like trading futures and not CFD. For those who like trading futures and not CFD, Hola Prime has futures. All right, let's dive back into the video. From last week, Friday, I took two trades, which is really going as planned. But let's check anyways. Let's check from let's reanalyze again. Yeah. So, yeah, from the previous videos I've been posting, like I've been saying since, I'm expecting price to drop into this zone properly, at least the midpoint. So we what? Take our buys, which price has actually done that. So what is my expectation? Expectation is still the same from the daily time frame. Yeah, this is my candle, this candle here. This is my candle, my source candle. So I'm expecting price to drop back down to this point here, right? So I'll take a buy. That is the plan. Then if I would want to refine very well, then I'll go down to 4 hours. Now looking at 4 hours, I can see a 4 hour structure here, a very beautiful structure. This is now the internal point here, liquidity point here. This is the first zone, second zone, and this first zone actually aligns with the daily zone too that I'm expecting price to, react from. So it's either price taps into this point and we get a reaction to the upside, or price makes a deep retracement into this point here, into this zone I marked out here, right, which is this candle here, this source candle here. Then we get a buy to the upside. So that's still my good expectation. So let's check BTC. Okay, I just talked about BTC now. So let's check GBP USD. Yeah, this is the trade I'm actually on. I took this trade on Friday, and it's going as expected. Now I'm expecting GBP USD to drop all the way to at least this point here. This point, at least this point. For the major external point where I'm expecting this reaction to come from is here, because this is not a complete pullback. This is not a complete pullback. This, right? This is now the complete pullback. The pullback break, but not a complete break, just with a week. So this break actually happened here, but this is a pullback, and this is now the other block. So I'm expecting it to drop all the way down to this point. That's my expectation. That's my expectation. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, if it's going to deliver or not. Check US 30. Right? Same thing on US 30. I'm actually selling, but this sell looks a little bit trickish, or somehow tricky. So I've already broken even, but I'm expecting it to drop all the way to this low. For those who trade CRT, this actually aligns with the CRT that, for those who trade CRT, right? You actually align. So where are we expecting price to drop all the way to? This low, right? And that is where my TP is currently. But I can extend all the way down to this point, but here is safer. Here is safer. And where did I build up um my trade idea from? Is because when you go to the 2 hours, there is a structure on these 2 hours, right? There's a structure. We all know that when price breaks structure, what are we expecting? A retracement. So since I have in mind that they were going to have a possible retracement, so I counter traded. I took the trade, and I'm expecting price to drop all the way down to this point. Yeah. Though on this trading view, it did not trigger, but on my um on my MetaTrader 5, price triggered. It actually did trigger, and it's moving, which I'm going to post at the end of the trade. I'll post the screenshot from the MT5, but this did not trigger last night. But the trade is currently running on my MT5. So yeah, GJ is reacting very nice. It's reacting very nice, and this is a from the look of things, it has not given us if this closes bullish, we now expect a structure. Let me see if it's going to come from the 4 hours. Nah, this is not a 4 hour structure. So we can see this is a 2 hour structure. That is if we get that break. If this closes with a body, then it now becomes a 2 hour structure. What is going to be my expectation? My expectation will be for price to retrace, all the way to this source candle here. The source candle here. Yeah, that will be this will be the source candle. Then I'll be expecting price to retrace all the way to this midpoint, this 50% point. Then I continue buying. Now, where will be my target? First target will be whatever high it creates for the pullback, or this weekly high here. Yeah, this external weekly high. That will be the target. That will be the target. But whichever, we'll just keep an open mind, fingers crossed, and wait for what price wants to do. All right. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.